Wolves of Naptown podcast is for entertainment purposes only. The opinions expressed here are not intended as factual information, and it's essential to do your own research. We respect cultural differences, personal choices, and beliefs, and although we do not intentionally try to offend, we understand that it's very possible we may do so. Remember, we are not revealing anything about ourselves. Our goal is to entertain. Please listen with caution and enjoy the show.
You are now listening to the Wolves of Naptown podcast with your hosts, Madam Boss Lady and Starship West.
All right, welcome back here to another new episode of the Wolves of Naptown podcast. Let's go ahead and clap it up for us here. You know how we do it. You know how this starts here. We're going to go ahead and swing it over to the boss lady. The boss lady's in the building.
What's up?
And you know me, I am the one, King Petty himself, Starship West. Clap it up for me.
Let's go,
there we
West.
Go. Clap it up for me. All right, man. Now today, in the building with us, we have a dynamic, independent artist from Indianapolis. You know him through his breakthrough viral track, I'm Different. And it's time with the recording label Truly Blessed Entertainment. You've heard him on projects like his album Misunderstood. You heard him on projects like Bowler, Project X, Born a Star, and his latest project, Save, which is on all streaming platforms. Right now, we have Kevin Cameron, a.k.a. Stunta Boy. Stunta Boy in the building, man. How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. I love the introduction, man. You did your research.
Hey, you know, that's how we do in the Wolves of Naptown. And we're about to go ahead and get started. For those of you, if this is your first time listening to us, what we are a show of Indianapolis natives. And we will talk about any and everything that may be happening locally in the city of Naptown, in the state of Indiana, in the country, in the world, even in space, alternate realities, afterlife, whatever it is.
Not the afterlife.
And what we will do is we'll go ahead and we put ourselves in those shoes. We will talk about essentially how we handle the situation put in front of us. What will we do? And usually you'll get a lot of good answers, or sometimes you may just get West just going petty. Who knows? It's going to be entertaining. Petty. You love it. Let's go ahead. Let's clap it up one more time.
Let's go.
All right. So let's go ahead, man. Let's fade this out. Let's go ahead and let's get started with the show. All right. Man, Stunta Boy, man. How you doing, brother, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
All right, man. Before we get started, we want to go ahead and just break the ice a little bit. Do we have anything that we want to talk about, that happened recently, anything as far as our day is concerned? I got some petties. So when we get to the petties, I'm going to definitely get there. But boss lady, man, how was your day? How was your weekend?
This weekend was lit. It was nice, except for when it rained and washed out my silk press. Other than that, we was good.
That's a black woman's nightmare.
Right, I was upset.
That's what's up,
man. We good now. What about you?
That's what's up, man. As far as I'm concerned, you know what I mean? I'm just glad that I'm alive and I'm here to be able to come in, and do another episode of the Wolves of Naptown, you know what I mean? On a Sunday. So it means, I was listening to my service on the way here. So it's all good. It's all good. That's what we do. How about you, Stunta Boy?
Good, man. I was able to get to church, get my tithes.
Okay.
Couldn't stay, though. I had to make it here, but it's been good. Blessed weekend, Daughter running me rampant.
Okay.
But other than that, everything's good.
That's what's up.
Just opened up my studio.
All right.
Okay.
Come check us out, man. We on 829 Gladstone Avenue.
Okay.
We got a barbershop in there, too.
Dang. So, man, you can go ahead and get you your next track and get you a fade at the same time.
Yes,
there
sir.
you go. All right, man. That's what's up, man. I love to hear it, man. I love to hear entrepreneurial spirit here in the city of Indianapolis in Naptown, man. I'm telling you, man, we can do everything. And, that's just pretty much our history. You know what I'm saying? African American history, man, we've had to wear a lot of hats in order to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? And here we go again. You know what I mean? There we go. So let's get into it, Stunta Boy, man. For those of us this is your first time seeing Stunta Boy, our loyal listeners of the Wolves of Naptown, all you uncle and aunties out there. Boss lady don't like when I do that.
I'm good.
I'm proud of mine. I wear my grave with pride.
Hey, I'm just saying I'm good. Like I'm holding it down for the aunties.
Stunta Boy, man, go ahead and give an introduction of yourself, man, to our loyal listeners.
How y'all doing, man? I'm Stunta Boy. I like to call myself, I'm a jack of all trades, or a man of many hats. I'm a videographer, photographer, I'm a producer, engineer, graphic designer. I'm an artist, I'm a professional basketball player. I'm a full-time father. Full-time
that should
father.
be first.
So that should be first. Let's clap it up for that.
Right there, you're raising that girl. You don't need that.
Well, you know, the Bible says last shall be first, so I like to talk about my greatest titles at the end.
Okay.
There we go. I feel that, brother. I feel that. Before we get into the music, because we want to go ahead and play a track off of the new project that you got out called Save, man. Go ahead, man. Tell our listeners, you know what I'm saying, how you got started in music, because you got a very interesting story as far as how you actually got into doing music. Go ahead, brother.
So I got started in music. I went to jail. Yeah, February 13th at 9:03 in the morning, I was incarcerated for a burglary. A lot of people say robbery, a burglary. I mean, it's the same thing, you know. I think robbing is like you an aggressive thief. You get what I'm saying? It's like you an angry thief. And then, you know, burglary, I was like a cat burglar. I was sneaky and stuff like that, you know.
Pick up some things.
He's climbing in your window. Nah, it's not funny though. Like for real. I was I got locked up and I went to jail and I came into the dorm and it was this guy named Suge. He was rapping and he was beating on the windows. I was in CCA and he was boom boom. The windows sounded like some 15s. They was banging. And everybody was listening, like, he had them cultivated, you know, and before I knew it, I was like, I could rap, you know.
Okay.
So they put me on there, and I started rapping, and they laughed at me.
Damn.
They made fun of me, you know. And then I wrote a song, and it was a hit. Everybody was like, man, it's hard. And I was singing a song for, like, 3 weeks. People was paying me to sing to their girls on the phone on Valentine's Day and stuff. And then they said you a one-hit wonder. Jail is funny, man. They started calling me a one-hit wonder. So I started writing more music and everything I wrote was just hard.
That's what's up.
I got out and started taking it serious. I signed a record deal with Truly Blessed Entertainment in June of 2020. And, you know, traveled. Been co-signed by Zaytoven and Ugly Money. You know, shout out Zaytoven, Ugly Money, man. Okay. Shout out Atlanta, man.
That's what's up.
You know, that was the first city to really turn me up for real. I left to perform for Zay. Okay. 1,200 followers, came back with 10.4K.
Okay,
you know?
okay. Clap it up, man. Yep, absolutely.
And that's when I started taking music serious.
Okay. So really you kind of found, you know what I'm saying, the real drive for music, man, after, you know what I'm saying, getting, you know what I'm saying, put behind bars for a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now talk to us as far as, you know, I was doing, you know what I'm saying, research on you. You said that, man, you recorded your first viral song off your iPhone, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm different, right?
No. I recorded my first viral song off my iPhone, but it wasn't I'm Different. It was called Closer.
It's called Closer. Okay.
Yeah, it's called Closer. I'm Different. I recorded with Jay Wild. Shout out Jesse Wild, man.
Okay.
I recorded, I was on house arrest and I was living with my brother Richie Rich. Shout out Richie Rich. And Jay Wild came over there and he recorded that song.
Okay.
And I had my sister Dominique. Shout out Dominique. Dominique likes messing with the camera and stuff. Okay. She always been the camera woman at the any function and stuff. So she recorded me that day, and that went viral on Facebook. That I'm different.
Okay. All right. So let's make sure we get that straight. So I'm different. Like that should be the first like viral song that you did, right?
I wrote I'm Different in prison.
Okay. Now I had a chance to check out I'm Different. Yeah, that motherfucker was hard.
Yeah.
That motherfucker was hard as hell. You know what I mean? And so was that just the point where you realized, okay, man, I got something? Like, you know what I'm saying? I can really go ahead and make something happen with this?
I realized that when I was in jail, when these guys got in a fight in medical because this dude was hitting my song as if it was his. And then one of the people who was listening was like, man, that's Stunta Boy. And they got in a whole fight about it. And that's when I realized, like, dang.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man.
My music's different, man. And then all the old heads, you know, I always, you know, gravitated towards people older than me. You know, I always just, everybody in my whole entire family on my dad's side is older than me. And I always gravitate, and they told me, you know, like, you got something different.
Like an old soul or something like that.
Yeah, I remember some old heads got in an argument because they was saying I was better than Suge, and I only had 2 songs.
That's what's up, brother.
And Suge's like a jail legend. You feel me? Shout out Suge, man. Hey, man, he gonna blow too. He just gotta get it right, man. But that's my guy.
That's what's up, man. So before we get into this, I want to go ahead and I want to talk about the Saved Project, man. But before we get into that, man, tell us about some of the other projects and some of the other things that you get into, man. Because it looks like you're going to be a lot in the community. I know you're going to be, you know, doing the sneaker convention, you know what I'm saying, that Tony McCracken was on.
Shout out One Day at a Time Foundation.
How'd you get involved with that?
He just hit me up, you know, inboxed me. Told me he wanted me to be a part of it, you know, and I'm always looking to be a part of something within the community that's positive, you know, because I was a part of something in the community that was negative. So, you know,
that's
if
good,
I put
man.
my energy into that, I can just as easily put my energy into the positive, you know. I'm coaching, you know, shout out Hoop Geeks. You know, if you a kid between 13 and 18, inbox me, man. If you going through stuff and you feel like you got a talent with basketball and you need any type of guidance or anything, man, just inbox me, you know. No, that's what we do. We here for y'all because I was in that position, you know, where I had a gift and I could have really went somewhere with it, you know.
There you go.
Yeah, reaching back to help out other people.
There you
That's
go, man. That's great, man. That's great. That's great. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, we see a lot of people, man, they're trying to accomplish their goals. They're trying to accomplish their dreams, man. They're trying to, you know what I'm saying, whether it's rapping or singing, whether it's starting their own business, man. But, you know, when you come in and say, hey, you know what I'm saying, I want to put my energy into something that's going to help other people, that's going to benefit people that are in need. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead. Let's just clap it up for that, because we need to make sure that while we're chasing our own dreams, man, we need to be helping up our younger brothers and sisters, our older brothers and sisters, just any of our brothers and sisters that are in need.
For sure.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's go ahead. Let's talk about Saved, man. Let's talk about Saved. Now, when I look at this, it says Christian rap, man. So do you consider yourself a Christian rapper?
Yeah. Gospel
rapper? Okay.
For sure.
Okay. So talk about, you know what I'm saying, how you got to the point to where that was the avenue and the lane that you wanted to go down rather than doing just more like secular type of music?
I mean, that's all I've been doing is secular type of music. I was born into church, you know. Unlike a lot of people, you know, God blessed me to know him from birth, you know. Shout out Jesus Inside Prison Ministry, Pastor Bumpus and Juanita Bumpus. You know, that's the church I was born into. I was baptized when I was 6. I've known God. I've known the devil. I've heard crazy stories of people being saved, crazy testimonies since I was 5'4". My pops preached around the world in different prisons and stuff. And so I've known God my whole life. So anything I've done outside of God was a conscious decision to literally go against God. And a lot of people don't have that. A lot of people don't know God, you know, and ignorance is bliss. You know, I was far from ignorant. So I feel like it's worser and more ignorant on my part to make the decisions that I make and still do make in some aspects in my life, knowing better.
Right.
You know? So my house was broke into in October of 2024. I lost everything. I was out of town at my second professional basketball game. And I came home to my house ransacked. Everything was gone, my TVs, my jewelry, money, my studio equipment, my daughter's clothes and her shoes. You know, anything valuable that I had in the house, anything valuable was taken from me. And the only thing I had was I still had my laptop, which had all my music, all my plugins, my tens and $1,000s worth of plugins I have, my music, everything. I had my mic. Because I had just moved them out of a studio and I put everything back in my house except those 2 items.
Ain't that crazy how they worked out? You know what I'm saying? They sold everything except for your dreams and your work.
Yeah. And so yeah, one day I was recording, I had, replaced some of that stuff. And I was recording and God just asked me if I would give up music. And I was like, I don't know about that. I put my all into this. And he's like, but for the wrong reasons though. Like, would you do it for me? And that's something my family has already, been on me about, my dad, my aunties, about using my gift for God. If I can't record a song and send it to my pops or post it in the family group chat, then that means I know what I'm recording is wrong. And if I know what I'm recording is wrong, why am I putting that out?
Okay.
I can feel that too. I mean, when I was making music, that was like some of the script that, my parents, were giving to me. It was just kind of like, all right, this is the type of music that you're doing. We know you're doing out there, but you don't want to sit there and put it on, a speaker and let us old church heads hear it. You know what I mean? Yeah. But you'll let your friends hear it. You know what I'm saying? What does that say? You know what I'm saying? Are you ashamed of what you're doing? You know what I mean? And so it's just kind of like, no, I mean, I get that. So, I mean, it really just kind of made you think about the stuff that you're putting out there, right?
And I thought church music was born, and I realized that was the devil, because I started recording it and seeing, and I learned so much, like the lyrics, when I was writing, that was the devil, I would have to smoke a blunt, or be in a certain mindset, and then the lyrics that's coming to me, they're all,
negative.
Yeah, they're negative, Where are those lyrics coming from when I'm sitting there with my pen and paper contemplating? We're spiritual beings. So I started recording gospel and I'm making beats I've never thought to make before. I'm making I got a track, All Right. If you heard All Right, it's the first track on my EP.
Yeah.
I've never made a song like that in my life.
Let's talk about the EP a little bit, because I had a chance to hear it now. I know one of the things was like, hey man, play, your favorite track on here. Now I said the track that, came out to me was Never Lonely. You know what I'm saying? That was one of the tracks.
That's one of my favorites too.
That came out to me. Now I know you want to go ahead and display Closer, right? Which is another one.
We could play Never Lonely.
You rather play that?
So Never Lonely and Closer are tied for number 1 with me.
Okay.
And then number 2 is All Right.
Okay.
I want to hear Closer.
You want to hear Closer? Yeah. Closer's good. Like I said, that's gonna have them horns. Yeah.
I haven't heard none of it.
Okay. Right. But the boss lady is busy. We call her the boss lady because she has a lot of.
She has
a lot of businesses. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times I have to handle all of this stuff, man. But definitely that is my partner here. We wouldn't be doing this without the boss lady. Okay. You know what I mean? I always go ahead and clap it up, man, for my black sisters. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. But we're about to go ahead. We're about to get into this here, right? So this is going to be Closer, off of the project Saved by Stunta Boy. Let's go ahead and let's get into this, man. I'm telling you, you're going to like this. I promise you, you're going to like this.
Y'all gonna have me perform this thing on here.
Do your thing.
You can.
Do your thing.
Wolves of Naptown, Stunta Boy, let's
A
go.
little bit closer. The time's coming, finna be over. We supposed to be praising Jehovah, but we praising Jehovah. Just gotta move over. I know my flesh wants the best of the worst, so I chose her. God above all gods, that's who I'm supposed to take heed to. Now anyone else gets a feature. These demons will eat ya. God is my teacher. He teach ya how to rebuke any abuser. Accusers get misled, spread lies, get beheaded towards His glory. God been said it, was dreaded, ain't wanna get up, heart was too heavy. God took my pain away and levied on my aggressors. His successor ain't one, professor, his son. Don't need no games or no gun, I call in his N1, he's big God. Used to strip a Walmart for some N1s. Now I get my ties and it come double, triple, and some. I'm handsome, spirit, grandson. God plan, my plan for me and my grandsons. Got baptized in that water, came out with some water. Ain't learning speaking tongues, that's just a gift I got straight from my father. You can't tell me nada, I can't find it. I pick up my Bible. Y'all moving religious, me, I move with spirit of a fighter. God put a spark in my heart, I'm a walking lighter. Better put your heart right with God, cause the time getting a little bit closer. The time's coming, finna be over. We supposed to be praising Jehovah, but we praising Jehovah. Just gotta move over. I know my flesh wants the best of the worst, so I chose her. God above all gods, that's who I'm supposed to take heed to. Now anyone else gets a feature. These demons will eat ya. God is my teacher, He teach ya how to rebuke any abuser.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Now, it ain't over. It's not over.
I had to switch it up for y'all, man. This part is one of my favorite tracks.
Stunta Boy, Wolves of Naptown, we still going.
Seen a lot of movements, you ain't never seen this walk. Jesus saved my heart so I can't hit on with the crisscross. Shed His blood for me so I can have eternal life. It's the least that I can do, so in return I give my life. I was locked up in the street, but in return it wanted life. Either dead or you in jail, was in the drain, I seen that life. Sitting in a cell, paranoid with a knife. Ask me if I wanna go back to that. I don't wanna no more, 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 I don't wanna no, I don't wanna no more, I don't wanna no more, I don't wanna no more, I don't wanna nah.
Stunta Boy in the building.
STUNTA.
There you go. Spell it right. Spell it right up in here. Stunta Boy, that's off the project Say. Let's clap it up one more time. Here we go. There we go.
Man, I wanna shout out my bunkie, man. My man Quan.
Okay.
Man. For real,
What's
man.
up, Quan?
Hey man, this
security too. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up, brother.
Try to run up.
Special
hey, man,
guest
that's
on
my
special
guy.
guest. Here we go, man.
Yeah, for sure, man. That's my guy. This was my bunkie when they sent me to the maximum prison with only 2 years. You feel me? When I got sent to the back, we was on lockdown because they actually killed somebody right before I got back there, man.
Damn.
And we was on lockdown for like 3 weeks. This was my bunkie, my first introduction to that, and he put me on a lot of game about prison. You get what I'm saying? The real prison. You get what I'm saying?
I feel
that really helped me survive. You get what I'm saying? The environment I was in that I wasn't prepared for. You know me?
I got
Like
you.
real life.
I got
That's
you.
my guy.
I got
Now,
you.
how old were you when you got locked up?
I was 18 when I got locked up, but I got sent to prison when I was 19. December 13th, 2018.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Stunta Boy, let's go ahead. Let's get into some Wolves of Naptown. Let's go ahead and get into some of these questions so that we can go ahead and pick your brain and they can just hear us, you know what I'm saying, get petty or just whatever, you know, we decide to do here. Now, so this is what I want to ask you. Now, you're 26 years old, right?
Yep.
Okay. But it sounds like you have still lived a lot of life here. Right. And so we do a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Wes usually comes with a lot of the introspective questions, right? A lot of introspective questions. So this is what I want to ask you today, right? So what would you do if you could meet your younger self for one day and share one piece of advice?
One
One piece of advice. That's it. You meet yourself, a younger version of yourself, and you can share one piece of advice. What would you say?
One piece of advice.
Right. One piece of advice.
To tell my younger self?
Your younger self.
How old am I? How old is my younger self?
It's younger than who you are now. You know what I'm saying?
Like that matters though, like, cause am I 10, 15, 20? What stage of life is my younger self in?
When did you need your
There
younger
you
self
go.
to say something?
Whatever
Your
the
older self to say something. At what point did you feel like you could have used some advice from somebody? Whatever point that is.
I'll tell you what, man. You think about that. I'm gonna go ahead, Mama.
Okay, I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna tell my younger self, that woman you thinking about having a baby with, don't do it. That's what I.
All right. So I like this. So here we go. You right there. All right.
That's what I was. That's
So you're
what I
talking-
was.
Where holy water at?
So
What
wait
in
a
the
minute.
world?
So you're saying that
Even in a
How
month.
bad is your baby mama?
the woman that
that'll
gave you-
cover about 4 or 5 women, right?
Oh my God.
That'll cover about 4 or 5.
Wow, man.
I'm done.
But so all right, so I mean I feel that because you know what I'm saying, as far as the problems you have, but you do understand that if you don't have that woman, then you don't have the child.
I love my daughter with a burning
what I mean?
passion.
Can't have
There
it
you
both.
go.
I love my
Can't have
daughter.
it both.
I
So
love my
if you
daughter.
don't do that, then obviously that's that butterfly effect that you may have children.
My
but
daughter
you won't
still
have
would
that
have.
child.
My daughter still would have been here, just her beautiful self. What you mean? Children come from heaven. She just
Yeah.
would have moved to the back of the line. She still would have
Can move
came.
to the
Bruh,
back
she
of the
would
line.
not be who you think she is. You
Yeah.
could have got a worse baby
'Cause
mama.
it's gonna take you and that woman to make that.
Look, my
that
baby is a spitting image of me.
Doesn't
on
matter.
everything.
Okay.
It don't matter. But the part that you trying to say don't do it is still a part of her too.
We can't make.
I'm
babies by
standing on
ourselves.
that. I gotta stand on my answer, man.
So we
I'm
can't-
sorry.
We can't make babies by ourselves.
I'm sorry.
So you going just like, hey, no matter what, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna get with a
Wow.
different woman, and she's gonna come out exactly like the one they
No,
got right
sir. That she must have been bad.
Hey.
Like, dang, that's crazy. You was like, I understand the mission.
My daughter will see this podcast. You know, Aurora, I love you to death. You know that.
now. Right? Hey, this is just scenarios. This ain't real. We
scenarios.
talking. We
You
talking
here
it up.
now? You know your daddy. You know your daddy.
I don't know how we got here. This is crazy.
It's like you here now.
I was thinking you was gonna say something about going to prison. You slid on the back end. And just
None
cut the
of
throat.
none of that
Oh,
probably
my-
would even happen. I went to jail for a female. That's why I got
Oh,
locked up
wow.
February 13th. What come after 13? 14, Valentine's Day with my dumb behind.
I tell
Wow.
you what, I wasn't expecting that answer. Craziness.
Yup,
Hey,
straight
that's
like
Whole
that.
madness over
That's
here.
what we
he
get.
said
The wolves of
one.
Naptown.
Yeah.
He said 1, so it's like that means I'm back for like a couple seconds. All I can say is like 5 seconds. Don't do it, like before I disappear. That's how I'm thinking. Like,
Now,
Yeah.
now, let me ask you this: would your younger self have listened to you? Be like, man, who the fuck is this old ass nigga?
nah,
man,
I ain't gonna
coming?"
lie. If I came and told my younger self that, yeah, because I know my younger self. Like my whole life, I come from marriage. You get what I'm saying? So my whole life, I wanted a wife. You get what I'm saying? So.
I got
Yeah,
you.
if I would have came back and said that to my younger self, my younger self already done heard that from everybody and just be like, y'all hate women. That's what I used to tell when they be like, don't do it. Y'all hate women. I was engaged. I thought, I was starting my family type.
Wow.
Everybody gotta be on the same page.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey man, but you know what, man? I think there's so many things that I would go back because I'm old enough to be this man's dad. So I mean, quite frankly, I ain't gonna tell you how old, but for real. So I got a little bit longer life that I can go back and turn over, man. But you know what? I feel them, man. There's a couple of women that I would advise my younger self, hey man, don't talk to her. Don't touch that person, stay out the strip club, that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I would have definitely done that.
Y'all,
I would have definitely done
She
that.
found me on house arrest.
Now your house arrest. Hey man, they gonna find you. So I'm saying
Yeah.
if they want it, they gonna find it. All right,
That's
boss lady,
crazy.
man. What about you?
I was going in a whole different direction. I would tell my younger self that I can do it. I would encourage myself to do it. I didn't have anybody to really encourage me to go further, do better, jump higher, whatever. I didn't have nobody to do that. In my family, people were just like existing. Nobody was encouraging.
I feel that, boss. Now I'm gonna do a boss lady and swing it back to you because you're already doing that, right? You're already encouraging yourself. You're already
But you
where
said
want to be.
but my younger self.
I know your
wouldn't
younger
have known
self,
that, so.
but you didn't even need that because you actually got to the point to where you're doing everything anyway. So
I'm
you just want to
doing
get
it
there.
now.
She probably
I'm
would have
not
already
younger.
had this
Yeah, I
as
could
her
be
younger
sitting-
self.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want
I get
you
where
want to
she
do it at a
coming
younger
from.
age.
Because I had to
Okay.
get that confidence from somewhere.
I
You know,
got you.
I'm thinking younger.
I
I
got
would have
you.
had it and been on the road by now.
I got you. See, that's what we do.
But
Stunta
see,
Boy.
this
We try
wouldn't
to
be
get out
here.
of Yep.
Like y'all talking about,
Right,
my daughter
right,
wouldn't
right.
be here. We wouldn't be right here.
Yeah, but it
Yeah.
would be something way bigger, better if I had known
Right.
earlier that I could do it.
We're glad it didn't happen like that because hell, I may not be involved in that bigger and better. So I mean, we happy that it
Right, because I wouldn't probably met you. That's
we
crazy.
happy that it happened the way it happened. Oh my
That's
goodness.
true.
All right, man. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Oh my goodness. All right. In the interest of time, you know what I'm saying? We're not gonna get petty this time.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna get petty this time.
I was ready. I was actually
think we
looking
should get
forward
petty.
All right,
to the
all right.
pettiness.
I think
I
we
wanted
should-
to
Okay,
see
all
where
right,
this
we're
is
gonna
going.
bring it. We're bringing it back because they say they want to get petty. All right, we're bringing it
Me
back.
and the boss lady just a little toxic.
There we go.
Just a little.
All right, I'm usually the toxic one, but hey, I'm gonna sit back with the proverbial popcorn. I'm gonna let y'all rock. All right, we in the
All
petty
right, Stunta
segment.
Boy, let's see what you got.
There's no intro. Hey, let's get petty. Go for it.
Y'all gotta lead the pettiness.
No,
I
it's
don't-
literally like whatever. You petty
So no,
about.
let me set it up for you. Because honestly, there is no question on this. This is essentially what you want to sound off on. Now, look, we done sound off about driving up and down 38th Street with these potholes and shit. We done sounded off and have to do these fucking U-turns on this red line, purple line, man.
Okay, I got one for you.
Got one for you.
Yeah, this is for all the black men and women.
Black men and women. There we go.
Oh Lord.
Stop. 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 Bashing each other
Okay.
on the dang internet.
That's good.
First of all, you look like a fool because you messed with the fool you bashing. You on there talking about his drawers got doo-doo in it and her drawers got period stains. And y'all sitting there laying each other right next to each other with the doodle drawers and period. Y'all look good with each other, to be honest with you. It's embarrassing.
Yeah,
Stop.
he went deep on the petty.
Hey.
Like y'all be setting us back, bro. Like your kids is real life gonna grow up and see these things, and y'all really don't understand how serious that is.
That's nuts.
Like, for
Yeah,
real.
I'm glad we went to the petty because that was good.
Get yourself together on both ends.
You know, we're gonna rock this out. We're gonna go ahead and end the show with the petty because I got something too, man. But go ahead, man, Stunta Boy. Keep going, brother. You got
Yeah,
something
what
else,
else
man?
you
Keep
got?
going.
What you got? You was ready for it.
You got.
I
boss
went
lady,
out.
you was
I done
ready
lost
for it.
mine. Hold
You done
up.
lost
I
mine.
got
You done
plenty of it, though. Hold up.
I'm gonna tell you
because I can go out.
I got one.
Okay.
I got one. And so what I want to do, and we go ahead and cue, you know what I'm saying, the smooth, mellow music right here. I want to send this out to you, ma'am. To you. I'm not gonna put we don't do names because you know we just got finished saying out bashing each other. But I am gonna be petty. I will be petty.
Okay.
I want to say congratulations, man. Congratulations.
This is about to get
You
real,
have found
real good.
You have found love. You have found love. You have found somebody that you want to be with, man. I'm gonna clap it up again. Congratulations.
Oh, he
Now,
about to say something.
this is what I need you to do. Now that you have found love, I need to get your ass off of social media and stop posting those memes about needing to find love. You found it. It's time to stop. It's time to stop. It's time to stop.
This is
Don't-
to
don't-
whoever it
don't
may
give-
concern.
Don't give me that. Oh, I'm just posting it for somebody else. No. You still want attention. It's time to stop. Because I'll tell you what, if that was me, I'd be like, hey, wait a minute. You just got finished telling everybody we together. You still finding love? You still need love? I'm like,
Yeah,
damn, come
that
over.
would-
Come through. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is? Shit. It's time to stop. It's time to stop. You found love. Calm down. Just go ahead and cultivate that love. Maybe just post some food or something, man. It's time to stop posting those messages of
The
that
subliminals.
you're still looking. Because you told everybody you got somebody, and now you're saying you still looking. What is it?
Them
I'm
old
sorry.
videos. I was just playing.
That's me. That's me. That's me.
I posted them from my archive.
Okay.
Right. I know. Right. You
Well,
know.
it's the same thing.
I got my fans. So I'm like, no, you got a man.
Yeah,
Stop
that's
it.
right.
Act like it
Is
before
this
you
the
don't
same
have
thing
one
when they be
anymore.
trying to inbox
That's a different Tim.
That's stupid.
And
Like,
what- and
ain't
what's-
nobody going nobody on no inbox.
And that's what's going to happen is it's like you post stuff like that. What's going to happen, man? Some thirsty is going to be up in your DM. Yeah, some thirsty is going to be.
What
that
other
is
questions
all.
you got?
Oh, you ready for
He got the petty short.
Hey man, he's
got
looking.
that
He's
petty
looking at.
short.
He's looking at the list. It's like, man, I want to do some other questions, man. Oh my god.
What's the question?
Whoa. Yep.
That was the first.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
This dude
That
is like,
was-
man,
that
look,
was-
I'm trying to get to the other question.
That was hilarious.
We can do that. All right, boss lady, are you
No,
good?
we good.
You
What's
good.
the next
All
question?
right.
He said.
We're gonna talk it up.
What?
He's moving forward because he wants to get to the next question. All right.
That's nuts.
And I like it. Hey, man, Stu, you want to move it along? We can move it along.
Let's move it.
All right, here. So our last question of the day. All right. I like this one for you too, man. I'd like to ask a younger brother like this. All right. So our last question of the day. What would you do if you learned that you were destined to become a global leader, but this opportunity required you sacrificing your personal dreams? I'll read it again. What would you do if you learned that you were destined to become a global leader, but this opportunity required you sacrificing your personal dreams? What would you do?
I would do what is needed to be done.
Okay. So you're going to do what needs to be done.
For- for the dream
So
or for-
so hold on. You said what would I do if I'm a global leader?
No, if you were destined to become a global leader, right? Mm-hmm. But you have to stop whatever your personal dreams, your goals that you have right now, son of boy.
And take the other route.
Do
You're
I
gi-
have to
you're giving
become?
that up.
I have to become the destined.
You're
leader.
destined. You know, you need to become this leader.
I need to.
Yes. Or
I'm
black,
giving
Destiny.
up the personal goals.
black
It's
people
destiny.
everywhere are going to die.
It's
I don't
destiny.
believe
Maybe
in
not.
destiny.
Maybe not that. But you know,
I don't believe in destiny. I believe in we're in control of our destiny.
you're in control of your destiny, right?
For the
Okay.
sake of the question, yeah, I'm gonna do what's needed to be done. If I gotta give up my personal dreams, I need to.
Okay.
You didn't say I want, I need. So yeah,
Right, yeah.
I'm gonna do what needs to be done.
Okay. I feel that.
You know.
So no more music. You know what I'm saying? No more basketball. You've been called,
That's
and you're
not
going to go
needed.
ahead and do the mission.
That's
You
not
know,
needed.
and that crazy thing is, I expected you to say that because honestly, that's kind of what it's like to be of the faith. You know what I mean? You're, expected to give up, stuff that's, personal to you, stuff that's, what I'm saying, that's not going to be,
Yeah.
going down the path of, worshiping God and bringing people to God. You're expected to do that, and so a lot of times you're just like, hey, give up those things. If you're a whore in the street, stop fucking, you know what I mean? And come to church, you know what I mean? Like that type of stuff. I
had
make
to
jokes,
give up.
but you know what I'm saying? I'm being serious though.
I had to give up. I got 2,000 songs, bro. I got
2,000
2,000 songs that the world would never hear.
Okay.
Tough
Prince.
stuff.
Right.
And I got beats I bought to these songs. Yeah, I gave it all up.
Wow.
For me to answer that question, brother, and I like that. Because like I said, man, you didn't hesitate. You don't even know what type of leadership role. It's just that you know that it's something big. You know it's something important.
You said
know
I
that
need it.
people are depending on you, right? And so you're just like, all right, that's all I need to know. Yeah, I'm going to give that up and I'm going to do what I need to do. You know what I mean? And I feel like if I had that goal, I think I would do the same thing. Because honestly, I'm not trying to be, conceited or anything like that. But I think that God has given me the gift of leadership.
Yeah.
Sometimes, I don't always take it. Sometimes I feel like everyone is trying to lead. Everybody's trying to be a chief and nobody wants to be an Indian.
That's exactly what it is.
And then sometimes I know that some of these roles need to be filled. So even though I should be leading, sometimes I'll take that Indian role because nobody's doing it. We need it done. But, a lot of times those projects fail because it's like, God's like, dude, like, you're the one supposed to be.
Can I touch on that real quick?
Go for it.
So as far as roles, this is what we don't understand, especially in the black community. You get what I'm saying? A leader, every leader still follows. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
All of these roles, you have to master each role, because each role you will forever play in your life. You're never just a leader.
Right.
You're never just a leader. A leader has an elder somewhere that led
Time and
him
place, yeah.
to even become a leader. You get what I'm saying? So it's like everybody wants to be the leader. Nobody wants to be the follower. But at the end of the day, in life, period, you're forced. You're going to be a follower when you clock in at that job. You get what I'm saying?
That's true.
Even the CEO has to answer to somebody. You get what I'm saying? It's checks and balances in the government.
Even the
There's
CEO.
only one leader, and that's God. That just leads everything and doesn't follow nothing. So like in my life, my father is my leader. My aunties is my leader. My older sister is my leader. I got an older brother. In certain aspects of life, I allow him to lead me to. I pick and choose, what I can gain. Today, I was driving in the car, and my daughter yells from the back seat, "Daddy, you need to pay attention to the road.
Okay.
You gonna crash and fly through the window like you tell me." And I'm like, what, you right, Aurora. Let me put my phone up, and she's 3.
Thank you,
in that
Aurora.
moment, she led,
I appreciate that. 'cause
and I allowed her to lead.
that's what I don't like driving on.
So, you know.
Yeah, man. I almost don't even want to step on that, man. That was a powerful statement,
That's
man.
right.
That was a powerful statement. Before we close up, because I'm not going to step on that. I want that to like we can clip that up. You know what I mean?
Let that sizzle in your spirit.
Let that sit right there. Before we wrap up, Boss Lady, do you have anything that you want to say on this one?
I'm good.
You're good.
I'm good.
You're good. All right.
The
all
beautiful,
right,
the
man.
magnificent,
All
the boss
right,
lady.
man. All right, brother, come up on here, man. We about to go ahead, man, and wrap up the show, man. We want to go ahead and let you get in here. You taller than motherfucker, so you might have to go ahead and sit down. No, man, you still say sitting, man. Just want to go ahead and crowd in here, man. Crowd in here, man. All right, brother, man. So, Stunta Boy. Stunta Boy, we about to wrap up the show here.
He's just the security.
We want to go ahead, man. You know what I'm saying? Clap it up, man, for you coming in here, man. You know what I'm saying? And spreading your light here for us here at the Wolves of Naptown.
Hey, real quick, boss lady got some. She called it iced coffee. I'm gonna tell y'all now. We gonna have a name for this.
Crack coffee.
Right.
Soon.
Starbucks.
This cup right here. This will be $8.50. You hear me?
It might be more. It might be more. Who knows?
Depending on how we feeling and how much it costs per cup. But
Right.
this
I got
about to
the
get
promoter.
bottled and packaged. We gonna let you know that now.
Thank you.
Now, Stunta Boy, tell everybody where they can find you, social media handles, where they can find your music. Go.
Everything Stunta Boy. That's not how you pronounce it, but I say it like that because y'all can't spell. STUNTA space BOY. I got one more petty segment. I'm sorry. Y'all can find everything down to an artist's draw size that y'all care about that don't know y'all exist. But y'all have a struggling time finding local artist, quote unquote.
Right.
It's STUNTA space BOY and click the search bar.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
I
got
love it, man. I
On
love it.
Instagram, you put an underscore in between Stunner and Boy, and you'll find me. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
But everything Stunner Boy, you know.
I feel that. That's what's up, Stunta Boy. That's what's up. Boss Lady.
Boss Lady.
Where they can find you at.
You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube at madame.bosslady.
All right. And I'm the one, Starship West.
The one West.
You can find me at Starship West pretty much everywhere. TikTok. You can find me Instagram, Facebook. You can find me on X. Again, yes, at Starship West. You can also find the Wolves of Naptown podcast at Wolves of Naptown podcast on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, and at Wolves of Naptown on TikTok. You know, you're going to see all the videos coming out here. Again, thank you so much, everyone out there, for listening to the Wolves of Naptown podcast. Thank you for Stunta Boy for
We
coming in
appreciate
here.
you.
Absolutely. And until next time on the Wolves of Naptown, you know what it is, Naptown. Let's go.